back with another video, with another banger. In today's episode, depth of squats to achieve a full range of motion, things that I've done in my own life that have gotten me to the point in time where I am today, not only in my health and fitness journey, but as well as my form, proper technique, as well as ensuring the right way of preventive care when working out on a day-by-day basis. Let's waste no time, let's hop into the video. So in today's video, important to have depth in full range of motion. Anything that you're really doing, the importance behind it is simply this: to achieve depth is to really work on mobility, work on flexibility, working on stretching, full ranges of motion. This can be typically when you wake up every single morning, or typically throughout your day. You just make sure you get your daily stretches in, whether it's your stretching, you're touching your toes, whether you're working your pigeon stretches, pigeon inward as well as pigeon outward, and any other stretches and variation is great to increase mobility and flexibility of your joints. And typically, if you don't stretch as often as most people do, or myself, then getting into the habit of doing it daily isn't the hard part. It's just going to take time gradually over an extended period of time to be able to develop the actual range of motion required to increase your depth and ability in your squats to achieve that right motion. And when it comes to depth, I see it all the time in the gym in particular. It doesn't bother me at most, but when I do see it happen, it really does concern me in a way. You'll see people squat, and it doesn't matter what weight they're lifting, but their knees don't really bend to the full 90 degrees all the way down. They bend more like 40, 45 degrees, maybe even 60, but their knees aren't parallel. Rather, their glutes aren't parallel to their knees when they're going down at a 90-degree angle. So I say this because not only are that individual not getting the right benefits of the exercise in and of itself by not going all the way down, getting the full range of motion, but the individual may be more prone to getting injury by, it doesn't even matter what kind of weight they're squatting with. If injury is the case, I can definitely see why. Although when it comes to doing squats, the primary benefit is going all the way down and then going back up. And when it comes to doing just that, stretching is a great way to increase mobility. If anyone is having problems with their joints, being able to squat, I would definitely recommend that as well, or proper preventive care after your exercise, whether it's getting an ice bath, cooling the joints after an intense workout, therefore increasing the recovery duration as well as making the recovery period as important as it needs to be. And typically, I want to say 2 to 3 times a week, me myself, I go in a sauna to increase, well, more so to relax the muscles after an intense period of workout into my exercise regimen that I go in every single day. Because when I go in hard, the muscles need time to recover over a period of time, and overtraining can result in not only injury, but lack of or inability to really perform the right workouts that are needed to be done every single day to the best of our ability. And it's really important to really have that knotted down, because if we're not having the right recovery, if our muscles aren't getting totally relaxed to the point where we can actually get into the next workout 2 or 3 days later down the road, then we're not going to be able to achieve maximum performance in the gym. And for those of us who actually want to build muscle, maximum performance, increasing the volume as well as progression of reps is of the utmost importance. So making sure the recovery is in the right area, is in the right frame of mind, is going to be one of the most important things to really dive into play. And for me, squatting is cool, know that, but I'm more of an upper body kind of guy. Although we can't miss leg day over here, we don't skip it, we just don't, you feel me? But when it comes to depth, I really take serious awareness on depth, because not only is it the right way to attack every single workout with depth, with full range of motion, with intensity, but it provides long-lasting benefits of feeling good, of knowing that your performance is gonna increase the next time you go to work out, and it's only gonna increase gradually over time. And when it comes to depth, like I said before, stretching, making sure recovery is at its utmost top tier, making sure you're getting maximum recovery, whether it's in an ice bath, a sauna. I don't go in the ice bath fairly too often, or rarely ever. I don't know if I ever hop in an ice bath, but a sauna is where I definitely spend most of my time after recovery, as well as its utilization to ensure proper recovery. So the next time I get into it, not only does it lessen the potential for injury, but it allows my muscles to be properly recovered so I can attack the next workout with the same level of intensity, if not more, than the previous workout I jumped into. That's the main importance behind recovery, making sure to fully utilize that, as well as proper preventive care. And even supplements can help in some cases, depending upon how it's used, whether it's to ensure maximum performance or recovery, or sufficient recovery, I want to say. But there are many ways to really going about doing it. But when it comes to achieving a full range of motion, making sure to do just that and actually implementing it into your daily life if it's not a part of your life, because many of us neglect stretching. It's something that is very minute, not irrelevant, but it's minute because we can just go to the gym and pass it. A lot of us do warm up, which is good to make it our little walk, 5-10 walk before we get in that workout, or hitting the treadmill, the Stairmaster, etc. So being sure to do something before as well as after, so you can get the maximum benefit of your maximum performance in and out of the gym. It's the most basic fundamental that can be overlooked, but it's one of the main important pieces when it comes to achieving depth, achieving a longer range of motion. So if there are any of you out there who struggle with really getting in a longer range of motion, fully advise you to stretch beforehand. Really stretch every inner and outer part of the muscle so you can get a good workout going. Even also, you can do eccentric, concentric motion. So when you're doing your practice reps, warm-up reps, you can practice the weight. And it's something that we all do, we all are aware of. You just practice going down with the weight slowly, then you just hold, then spring back up. You do it about 2 to 4 times, maybe about 2 sets to warm up with, and there you have it. For me, I've always done my stretching before my workouts, so when it comes to achieving a longer range of motion, a full range of motion rather, it's never really been a problem for me. But when I do see it as frequently as I do in the gym, not that it's cringing in a way, because people could be dealing with own injuries or inabilities to deal with the right range of motion. But for those of us who can actually, or who rather aren't injured, just rather stretch beforehand so you can get the full benefit of the actual squat and not get a quarter of the benefit, or rather little to no results of that benefit by doing the workout. It's of the utmost importance to really fully be aware of each and every workout that are to be done, especially if the goal is to build muscle over time. Like I said before, with massive intensity, progression, and volume, shortening the reps, maximizing the effort and strength level is the only way to achieve the optimization, a high level of self-performance to actually build the muscle, as well as leading into failure. It's the only way around it to actually build some level of muscle and to be consistent with it. But more than anything, to achieve depth, all it comes down to is a proper routine when it comes to stretching. It doesn't need to be nothing complicated. The simple stretches at most to get your inner thighs, your outer thighs, as well as the quads, the calves as well, the glutes, because the gluteus maximus is an important compound area of the muscle, as it leads to higher levels of strength and development. So being sure to properly stretch that out too is of importance as well. So being sure to stretch, as well as take advantage of recovery options like the sauna, the ice bath, or even using a foam roller to stretch out the muscles after an intense workout. Even if the workout was not intense, I'd still recommend stretching the legs out with a foam roller to ease the muscles, ease the joints, to get more flexibility after the workout. And if you've known more than I, if you are a gym rat more than anything, cramps definitely come up from time to time, and drinking water can also help with that massively. So being sure to just do the simple things every single time to really maximize performance, maximize your strength levels is going to be the basic fundamentals of achieving depth, not only in squats, but in all aspects of any fitness endeavor. That's it for this YouTube video. We out.